Midnight greetings, Memphis. This is your one true voice in the static, the shadow behind the spotlight. Ace Midnight, pulling truth from the gutter and spinning it like gold on the wire. This is the witching hour. Tonight's story ain't a bedtime tale. It's one of blood, fire, shadow, and sin. The kind of story this city was built to forget. But memory is a funny thing. It always comes back when the moon's full and the locks are weak. They came riding steel and shadow, not angels, not devils. Worse, fallen. 3 of them stepped off the midnight train to Memphis, cloaked in flesh not their own. Dominic, Jace, and Flos, or Claudia, depending on the heels she's wearing, sent by greed and touched by wrath. Their story didn't start in Memphis. Not this time. Dominic and Jace drove up to Nashville, where velvet rot and desperation bloom like mold. Their destination? A club called the Cunty Communion, where the only thing holier than the strippers is the sin they sell by the minute. There they met Asmodeus, slick as oil and deep as debt, and were introduced to Flos. The deal was simple. Find the demon who's been making pacts with vampires, track the cult, crush the heart. Their only lead, a cultist already en route to Memphis. So they caught the next train home. 3 fallen, 1 mission. No grace left to lose. Back in Memphis, the trail led them to Blackburn Realty. Familiar name, darker implications. Inside, they found Janelle, a vampire with venom in her voice and just enough charm to make it sting. Flos did what she does, flirted, pushed, pulled. 1 call later, and Alexander Blackburn walked into the room. But he didn't feel like kindred, no. He felt wrong. Like sulfur and old scripture. He told them the Midnight Lady was expecting them. Told them they'd already been seen. Told Jace to wash his Lamborghini. And then, of course, Flos and Jace tangled in the sheets because when the world's ending, some folks dance. Elsewhere, beneath the flickering lights of the mundane, the awakened stirred. The mages were sweating through a heat wave, their AC dead and tempers rising. Then B called. Trouble at Memphis University. They found antlered jackrabbits flickering like ghosts on a broken signal, banished with effort, not ease. Next came a girl dreaming of a doll, only to wake up with it curled in her arms. She led them to a college kid, mid-panic, mid-spell. He'd summoned a giant spider right into the lecture hall limelight. Zane killed it, but came real close to frying Jonah in the fallout. The boy, newly awakened. They passed him to be, but the scent of magic still clings to their hands. They're not going home. Not really. Not after looking under the hood of reality and seeing all the rust. And then came the wild. The Garou. Feral. Chaotic. Necessary. They met for the first time by the Mississippi River, where Merlin Felix Everglade Shuck gave them orders. Something is hiding in the water. Find it. Their solution: steal a car, crash it into the Bass Pro Pyramid, then steal a boat. I'd call it madness, but it worked. Gemma moaned her way to distraction in the koi pond. Tooth turned wolf in the bathroom. While the chaos bloomed, Marcel and Kosser lifted the boat like it was always theirs. Then came the 6-foot wall. No problem. Kosser turned into a megalodon, and the rest of the pack used his back as a launch ramp. They blitzed into the night, and Kosser, vaulted the wall, naked and unbothered. That's what I call a birth cry. A new pack made in blood, laughter, and felony. So, here's what we got, Memphis. Demons making house calls. Mages fixing broken dreams, werewolves launching off prehistoric monsters, and underneath it all, a whisper soft as sin. The Midnight Lady is watching, waiting, smiling. She's in the cracks, in the echoes, in the dreams you forget by morning. This has been your friend and ever-vigilant watchman, Ace Midnite, signing off. Until next time, sleep like the dead.